Hi guys, my name is Lauren. Welcome back to YogaTX. Today I'm going to show you guys some stretches and some modifications for your wrists. We spend a lot of time in an office typing on our computers, and even in a lot of yoga classes, we put a lot of pressure on our wrists. So sometimes it's good to show them a little bit of love. If you like the video, please be sure to like us on Facebook, give us a thumbs up, add us to your playlist, so you can come back and stretch with us more often. So we'll start today by taking your fingers, tucking in your thumbs, and wrapping all your fingers around the thumbs, and then extending your arms out overhead with the palms facing forward. From here, we'll point the wrists downward. So you should feel a nice stretch right along the outside of the wrist. We'll take one deep breath here. And then bringing the wrists back to neutral, point the palms downward this time. And then point the knuckles downwards. This time, we should be feeling a nice stretch along the top of the wrist. We'll take one more deep breath and exhale, release. And another good one that we'll do is flip the palms to face upwards and then allow the knuckles to point down. This can be a really great one for rock climbers. If you use your forearms a lot for any reason, can stretch kind of in the front of the forearm right there. We'll take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Maybe roll the wrists around a little bit. We'll then make a fist with our right wrist, and using our left hand, wrap the fingers around the wrist, and kind of like you're pulling up a sleeve on your skin, go ahead and just gently pull in the direction of your right elbow. And then take the right wrist and point it downwards. Gently applying pressure with that left hand. We'll take one more deep breath. And then exhale, release. Setting up for that same thing on the other side. So making a fist with your left wrist, allowing the left arm to be parallel to the floor. Take the right hand and again pull up that kind of skin sleeve, if you will, and then point the left wrist downwards. Applying a little pressure with the right hand, just stretching into the back of the left wrist. We'll take one more deep breath here. And exhale to release. For the next stretch, go ahead and come forward onto your hands and your knees. Again, feel free to cushion the knees always with a blanket. Planting the palms bright, setting the knees directly underneath the hips, the palms directly beneath the shoulders. We'll go on and take the right hand and flip the palm to face you. So feel free to bend the elbow if it's a little intense, or if you'd like more of a stretch, start to sit the hips back just a little bit. Really trying to straighten out that elbow, but again, leaving a bend there if the wrist needs that. We'll take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Switching to the left hand, palm facing up. Again, being mindful that we don't put too much pressure, that we're not forcing. It's really a very gentle pressure on the back of that wrist. We'll take one more deep breath here. And exhale to release. So now that we've got our wrists kind of stretched out, I would also like to show you a modification for downward facing dog. So if you're practicing yoga with wrist injuries or anything like that, and you're in a yoga class, you can still have a perfectly wonderful practice downward dog, but just take the pressure off the wrists. So in order to do that, we'll come through tabletop, and from here, where your palms would normally be in downward facing dog, we'll just go on and leave the palms there and drop the forearms to the mat. Being mindful that the forearms are parallel to each other, that we plug the shoulders in, and then from there you can tuck the toes and lift the hips. That's a great modification, so you can still practice downward facing dog without any damage to your wrists. Thank you guys for sharing your practice with me today, for stretching out your wrists, for unwinding from your computer screens for just a moment so that you can bring health back to your hands. If you like us, please add us to your playlist. Thank you. Namaste.